To start off this look, I'm using the primer by Fenty Beauty. I'm focusing it on my nose and a little bit on my forehead. Then I'm going in with the LA Girl Pro Conceal Color Corrector, and I'm just putting that all over my dark spots. Another tip for using color corrector, I like to put it on my dark spots and then give it like a minute or two to set, and then I also go over it with a translucent powder to set. For foundation, I'm using the Fenty Beauty foundation in the shade 420, and then I'm going to blend that out with my beauty blender. To contour, I'm going to use the Anastasia Beverly Hills Stick Foundation. To conceal my under eyes and to highlight, I'm using the LA Girl Pro Conceal in the shade Fawn. I'm just putting a little triangle underneath my eyes. I'm also going to do my chin and right under my cheekbone where I did that cream contour. I'm just going to blend that out with a brush, and then I'm also going to blend it out further with my beauty blender. Okay, next I'm going to set my under eyes and the rest of my face with the RCMA No Color Powder. And I am going to bake, but I do like to put this powder on it before I bake because it just makes the bake look better. Like, I get less creasing this way. And then I'm gonna bake with the Nye Banana Powder. Now I'm just dusting away all that excess powder. And then I also like to go all over my face again and pounce my damp beauty blender just to blend that powder in and make it melt into the skin. Alright, for bronzer, I'm going to use my Anastasia Beverly Hills bronzer on my forehead, under my cheekbones. For my brows, I'm using the Colourpop brow pencil. And I use the brow pencil for the tail end of my brows, and for the front of my brows I like to use the Anastasia Duo Brow Powder. For blush, I'm using a BH Cosmetics blush palette. I'm using that last shade. Right, for the eyes, I'm going in with that same bronzer, and I'm just going to use that as my transition shade in my crease. And I'm also kind of dragging it out in like a V to make it more winged so that it kind of extends my eye shape. I'm also going to use a dark brown color from my Morphe palette just to deepen up the crease. The star of the show is the Fenty Diamond Bomb, and I'm using that on my lids today. I really love using it as an eyeshadow. It just looks so sparkly and pretty. And I'm also going to use it underneath my brow bone to highlight. And on camera it looks more silver, but in person it just kind of gives like a wet sparkle look to it. Now I'm lining my eyes with my Sephora collection felt tip liner. adding false lashes. These are just lashes that I got from my local beauty supply store. And then for bottom lash mascara, I'm using the L'Oreal Telescopic in Carbon Black. To highlight my cheekbones, I'm using the Maybelline Master Chrome highlighter in Molten Gold. And that's going to be the base for the Diamond Bomb, which I'm going to put on top of that. And it just gives it a little more sheen and a little more sparkle, and it just gives you a really wet looking cheek, and I really love that. And I'm adding more of that bronzer underneath my eye. Now I'm using the Diamond Milk Lip Gloss by Fenty Beauty. And that is the finished look. I really hope you guys like it, and I can't wait to see you in my next video. Bye.